Hold your head up high. We are not forsaken. Hold your head up high. Joy cannot be taken. Children of the King, this is who we are. Hold your head up high. We are not forsaken. Hold your head up high. Joy cannot be taken. Children of the King, this is who we are. Hold your head up. Hold your head up high.
Guys, I'm Karyn Williams, and this video is meant to explain in the quickest way possible what is the Young Living Premium Starter Kit, why is it so amazing, how much does it cost, and why do I need it in my life. My husband and I bought our starter kit about 3.5 years ago from Young Living, and you guys, it is an absolute game changer. He was struggling big time with seasonal difficulties. I was struggling big time with occasional headaches, and those were the two main reasons why we jumped in with the oils, and they've changed that and so much more for us. So I haven't been able to keep quiet about the oils because they're so amazing. They've changed everything for me and for my husband and for like everybody that we know. I have so many friends that have said over the years, how do I do this? What do I do? And so that's why I'm making this video, because it's an easier way to just kind of get all this information out there. It can be a lot of information and it can be a little bit overwhelming. And so I try to make it as simple as possible and also explain to you that it is a learning process. I mean, you're not going to know it all instantly overnight. There are things that I'm still learning. There are things that people that have been using the oils for 10 years are still learning along the way. So it's just this amazing process of understanding that there is a better way. There is a more toxin-free, chemical-free way of living. And that's the journey that my husband and I have been on. And that's the journey that I would love to take you on. And that's the point of this video. So sit back, get a piece of paper out maybe so that you can write some of these things down. But I am going to explain to you the Young Living Premium Starter Kit that is going to absolutely change your life. Here we go. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is the gorgeous box that your oils are going to come in. But the reason I'm showing you this box is because I want to explain to you the seed to seal guarantee that Young Living offers. They are the only essential oil company that offers that seed to seal guarantee because they're the only company that can. And the reason for that is because they are the only essential oil company that owns their own farms. So they are quite literally seeing the process through from seed to seal. Before they even buy a new farm, they will research what was this land used for 100 years ago. Have there ever been pesticides sprayed on this land or in this soil? Gary Young, the founder of Young Living, is such an absolute amazing stickler for the quality and the purity of these oils, for how they're distilled, for how they're handled from the time that the plant starts growing until they end up at your doorstep. So they hand weed all of their plants. They use essential oils for pest control. I mean, you guys, they're absolutely amazing. So which oils you use are very, very important. You don't want to go to the store. I'm not downing any stores or any other companies, but when it comes to essential oils, you really don't want to go buy cheapy oils, okay? Because if you're using something that you hope has the healing property that you need for your body, then you've got to be using the right oils. And Young Living is it. I have researched the heck out of this, and so I feel totally comfortable saying these are the oils and this is the company you want to go with. They are absolutely amazing. 3 ways that you can use your oils: topically, aromatically, and with Young Living oils, you can use them internally, which again goes back to being sure that you are using the right oils. So topically is very, very simple. You want to take a carrier oil, which a carrier oil is anything that you have on hand. It can be olive oil, it can be coconut oil, whatever you've got or whatever you're most comfortable using. You can use avocado oil. I mean, literally anything you want to use. And so you want to dilute your essential oil with a little bit of your carrier oil if you're using it topically. So you're just going to put a couple of drops in your hand and then take your essential oil and put your drops in there as well. go like this, and then put it on whatever it is that you are, whatever part of your body that you're wanting to apply it to. So for a headache, you would apply it right to your head, obviously. The oils will cross the blood-brain barrier, so that's why they're so effective for headaches. If you are fighting a cough, you'll want to take those oils and just put it on your neck, on your chest, maybe on your back. Have somebody rub it on your back, on your lungs. And so that's topically, it is that simple. The cool thing too is, like, if you have pain in your elbow, you're going to put the oils right on your elbow, as opposed to taking a pill and having that pill try to figure out what part of your body is hurting or where your ailment is. So that's what I love. My husband puts oils on his knees every single night. They have taken away so much pain that he has struggled with for years. So applying them topically is an absolutely amazing way to use them. The second way is aromatically, and obviously the diffuser is one of the easiest ways to do that, to use them aromatically. That diffuser has been sitting by our bed for the last couple of years. We've diffused by our bed every single night ever since we got our very first starter kit years ago. But honestly, here's what I used to think about aromatically, using the oils aromatically. I used to think, oh, that's so cute. It's going to like smell really pretty, and it's going to make my house smell nice, which I used to be a candle-aholic. So I was like, great, they're going to smell pretty. Well, then I really dug in and I started researching and reading everything I could, and I found out that using the oils aromatically is actually one of the most effective ways to use the oils. So one of my friends told me, the way she explained it to me was that after you apply them topically, wherever you want to apply your oils topically, while they're still on your hands, take them, what she said to me was, if you don't kind of cup your hands over your face and take in a few deep breaths, she said you're kind of wasting some of the goodness that's still there on your hands. So what you want to do, you don't necessarily have to be applying oils topically in order to do this. What you'll do is, this one's actually empty. This was just a bottle I had sitting here, but you'll put a couple of drops of your essential oil in your hands and just rub them together and just do, it's so simple. Just kind of breathe it in. We do this every night before a show. We'll take peppermint oil and put it in our hands and breathe it in. It helps clear your mind. It helps kind of wake you up, but not give you the coffee jitters. So using them aromatically is that simple. You can put it in the diffuser, or you can put them in your hands and do them aromatically that way. And then the last way to use the oils, Young Living oils, is internally. And so what you can do is take your oil, put it in a glass of water. I'll explain some more about that later, but you can put it into food. There's a whole vitality line that Young Living has that are perfectly safe to cook with and ingest that way. You can put it in whatever you're drinking. Make sure to use a glass if you're going to put your citrus oils into your water or whatever it is you're drinking. And then you can also take a little pill capsule, fill the pill capsule. You can get those at any health food store, Whole Foods, you can get them anywhere. And it's like $10 for 500 of them or something. So in 3.5 years, we've only bought we've only ever bought them twice. So they will last you forever. And you just take your oils, put them in your little pill capsule, and close it up and take it just like you would any other pill. So there you go. Aromatically, topically, and internally are the 3 ways to use your oils. Now, let's talk about the oils you're going to use. Okay, so here we go. You're going to open it just like this. This is the coolest box ever. And there you go. Did you just hear angels singing? Because I'm pretty sure that angels were singing the Hallelujah chorus when I opened up my first starter kit. Okay, so the first oil I want to explain to you is lemon oil. This is from the Vitality line. The white label means that it's perfectly safe to ingest. Lemon oil is absolutely amazing. It's one of my favorite oils. I'm going to read you a couple of things from the reference guide for essential oils. Lemon has been used to fight food poisoning, malaria, typhoid epidemics, scurvy. I mean, all kinds of like really serious issues. This oil may be beneficial for anxiety, blood pressure. My husband uses this for blood pressure. Dissolving cellulite. Hello, girls. Improving clarity of thought. So this is a really good focus oil. A lot of moms that I know will diffuse this during homework time or in the morning getting your kids ready for school. This is also one that I put in my water every single day, but make sure that you're using a glass or you can use stainless steel or a mug, but just don't use plastic. Okay, lemon will pull toxins out of the plastic, and that kind of defeats the whole purpose if you're trying to do something more healthy for your body. So, so just make sure you're using a glass, but lemon in your water every single day. This will, by doing that, putting lemon in your water, you'll also be keeping your body more alkaline. That's the easiest way that I have found to keep my body alkaline. And just do a little bit of research on that. But in a nutshell, disease cannot survive in an alkaline environment. And so a lot of the things that we're doing to our bodies every day, whether intentional or unintentional, are just making our bodies a little bit more acidic. And so this is the easiest way that I have found, putting lemon in my water every day. Make sure you use a glass, but that's the easiest way that I have found to help keep my body more alkaline. So lemon, 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 absolutely amazing. Respiratory problems, nervous conditions, cleaning dirty kids' skin or laundry. This is an amazing oil to put on your hands, like if you've been painting or using some kind of oil-based paint. I was doing that a few years ago at a project at our house, and I was like, well, let me get my lemon oil out, and I did. I put it on my hands, and it was absolutely amazing. It dissolved it away. It was awesome. Sore throats, stress, promoting an overall sense of well-being, and then it works extremely well in removing gum, wood stain, and oil, like I just said, grease spots, and it also may help to brighten a pale, dull complexion by removing dead skin cells. So girls, come on, get you some lemon oil, put it in your cleanser at night, and get it on your face and remove some dead skin cells. I love it. Lemon is one of my all-time favorite oils. Okay, next up is Copaiba. It has a little bit of a funny name, or as some of my friends call it, Copacabana. You can call it whatever you want. Just get it in your toolbox and start using this oil. It's an absolutely amazing oil. The first thing that comes to mind for me when I think about Copaiba is the word inflammation. This is an amazing pain oil. We put it in pill capsules, and we'll take it internally. My husband will put this on his knees. We'll put it on our backs. We'll use it for a headache. If I can't find any of my other headache oils, I'll take this and just kind of go like that and put a little bit on my temples for a headache. Here is what the reference guide for essential oils says. This oil has traditionally been used for inflammation, internal and external. So there are all kinds of problems that are caused by inflammation in our bodies. So really and truly, just putting a drop of this into something you're drinking or eating every day is just going to help you overall in so many ways. It's also been used to fight insect bites, pain, sore throats, stomach ulcers, tonsillitis, tuberculosis, and tumors. That's what the reference guide for essential oils says. Other possible uses: colds, constipation, edema, flu, muscle aches and pains, nervous exhaustion, poor circulation, stiffness, and wounds. So basically, this is an incredible oil to have at your fingertips. It's also what they call a driver oil. So after you have applied whatever other oils to whatever part of your body you're trying to do, you can take Copaiba, mix it with a little bit of carrier oil so that it'll spread further, and put it on top, kind of layer it on top of those other oils, and it will help drive those oils in further. So this is what they call a driver oil. It's an amazing one. Copaiba, Copacabana, call it whatever you want. Just get you some. I'm not sure how long we have on this video, but I could talk for about 3 days about lavender. It is my favorite. Well, you know what? By the end of this video, I will have said that they're all my favorite oils, but lavender is really my favorite. This oil, I can't even, you guys. It has changed everything for me. They call lavender the Swiss Army knife of oils. And the reason that they call it that is because when in doubt, reach for lavender. It's one of the most gentle oils you can possibly find. It is perfectly safe for kids of all ages. The biggest thing that I use lavender for is sleep. So from the minute I received my first starter kit years ago, I started diffusing lavender by my bed at night, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's changing so much for us. With travel and the crazy kind of lifestyle that we live in the music industry, this, sometimes sleep is tough. And so this oil has changed a lot for us. I will put it right in the diffuser. I will take it. I do this every single night on our bus. So I will take it, put a drop in my hand like that, and then use it aromatically. just like that. So I'll breathe it in and it will just calm your mind. It will calm your body. You can take it and put it, you know, what I'll do is after I've breathed it in, I'll kind of just go like this on my neck. I'll put it on my temples. I put it on my wrists. I just, this oil, oh my gosh. However, it is better, good for more things than just sleep. So let me read you a couple of things from the reference guide. Acne, allergies, burns. If you burn yourself, girls, on your, like with your curling iron or your flat iron, put a little drop of lavender. It'll take the pain away. It's amazing. Insomnia, lowering blood pressure. This is another one that we use for my husband's blood pressure. Nausea, scarring, stretch marks, water retention, asthma, boils, bronchitis, bruises, cold sores, like coughs. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. The reason that they call this the Swiss Army knife of oils is because you pretty much can use it for anything. So when you're first getting started with your oils and people are you know, you're afraid to reach for this or that, what do I do? Just honestly, I always say, just reach for lavender. I promise. It's good for so many things. So there you go. It's my favorite. Until the next one. Okay, so peppermint is next. This is also my favorite. Y'all, I'm telling you, this oil collection that Young Living has put together in the starter kit is so helpful because it takes all the guesswork out of where to get started, how to get started, which oils do I start with. These are all of the most commonly used oils and they are amazing. Peppermint is one of my all-time favorites. So we use this in our house for well, one of the biggest things that I use it for is before shows, we will sit backstage, I'll put a drop in my hand and use it aromatically, breathe it in, just take long, slow, deep breaths. It'll wake you up. It'll kind of just alertness, you know, it'll kind of lift some of that brain fog, but it doesn't give you the coffee jitters. So we do that every single night before shows. Some of the other uses that the Reference Guide for Essential Oils Encyclopedia says, alertness, allergies. Oh, peppermint, this is the other big thing we use peppermint for in our house. Lemon, lavender, and peppermint, I don't know if y'all can see that, are known as the seasonal difficulty trio. And so my husband struggles big time with those seasonal difficulties, seasonal sniffles. And so what we'll do, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is an empty pill capsule. And you get these at any health food store. We just take the top off of it, put our essential oils in there, and make him a pill for his seasonal difficulties, and that has replaced what he used to take. I'm trying to stay compliant here if you can't tell. So so that's one of the other big things that we use peppermint for. But let's see. It's very antibacterial. It's very antioxidant. It's great for cramps. It's great for energizing. It's great for headaches. This is one of the biggest oils that I used for my headaches. And I still to this day will use it. If I feel a little headache coming on, one of the keys with the oils is early and often. So the second you feel a headache coming on, reach for one of your oils. I put a little bit of peppermint right here on my temples. I'll put it at the base of my head, or you know, kind of the top of my spine there. I'll put it behind my ears. I will breathe it in. That's one of the most effective things you can do for a headache is smelling some peppermint. The other really great thing that peppermint is good for is tummy issues. Not only does it smell fantastic, but if you notice when you walk out of a restaurant and they have peppermints there, well, peppermint is really good for digestion. The problem with those peppermint candies is all the sugar. But the idea is right. So what we do in our house, if we've eaten a little too much or eaten something we shouldn't have, what we'll do is take this with a little bit of carrier oil, like I showed you earlier. So take your peppermint and your carrier oil, put some in your hand, just kind of pull it in your palm, and then rub it on your tummy. And I'm telling you, you guys, it's almost like instant relief. That we have done this so many times. And then once you're finished rubbing that on your tummy, take it like this and breathe it in and do your deep breaths. I was on the bus one night a couple of years ago and something hit me. I don't know if it was something I ate or if I was coming down with something. I don't know, and it didn't matter. I just knew, what do? I was panicked in the middle of the night and I thought, I'm going to get sick right here on on this tour bus. And so I fortunately remembered, okay, reach for your peppermint. And so I put some on my tummy, I put some in my hands, and I just sat there at the table in the front lounge of the bus, and I just took in long, slow, deep breaths, and I could literally feel my stomach settling with every breath that I took. It was amazing. It made me a huge believer in peppermint for tummy issues. And while we are on the topic of tummies, I will jump to this oil, Digest. So this is another one that comes in your premium starter kit. I'm not going to lie, you guys, I do not love the smell of this oil. This is a blend. So Digest, so anything with a cool name is a blend. There is no Digest tree, okay? But what they do is when they blend different oils that they know are going to work well together, they'll give it a name that is kind of easy to remember. So just think Digestion. This oil, the way that I use this oil the most, because I don't love the smell, is in a pill capsule. Okay, so I'll take it because I don't want to smell it. So I'll just put it in the pill capsule and I'll take it that way. Kind of the same idea as with peppermint. If you've eaten something that you shouldn't have, or just something that just isn't digesting well, then this is a great oil for that. However, there are some other really great things. This is what the reference guide says. This oil may be useful for improving digestive function. The oils in this blend have been found to be beneficial in digesting toxic material, indigestion, stomach cramps, upset stomach, belching, bloating, and heartburn. Lovely, I know. Placing a little bit of this blend behind the ears may help alleviate morning sickness. Mamas, there you go. And it's been found to rid animals and people of parasites when applied to their feet. So this is a major, major, major powerhouse, okay? You can also put it on with a little bit of carrier oil and then put a warm compress, just take a washcloth, hot washcloth, warm washcloth, and put it over your tummy. So this is an amazing, amazing oil for anything digestion related. Okay, next up is one of my favorites. Thieves, baby. Get you some Thieves. You've heard us talk about it. This is one of the most amazing oils on the planet. It's a blend. So again, anything with a cool name is a blend. There is no Thieves tree, but this is one of my all-time favorite oils. See, I told you that by the end of this video I was going to say they were all my favorites, because they are. But Thieves is absolutely incredible. It is a blend of clove, lemon, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary essential oils. The biggest thing that when you think Thieves, think germs, okay? Think sickness. Think, oh my gosh, I've got to knock this cough out or this cold out or whatever it is. This oil is incredibly antiseptic, antibacterial, anti-infectious, anti-parasitic, antiviral, anti everything. So the second that you start to feel something coming on, the second you feel it, you grab your Thieves. We put a drop of this right under our tongue. That's a little bit intense, I'll warn you right now, but I highly recommend it. It's incredibly effective. This is what the reference guide says. The highly antiviral and antiseptic properties in the single oils contained in this blend may help the body from the onset of flu, candida, colds. It may help with sinusitis, bronchitis, pneumonia, coughs, strep, sore throats, gum disease, teething, cold sores, canker sores, bruises, cuts, infections, splinters. I mean, are you kidding? Like, need I go on? This blend is incredible. I'm so happy and thankful that they include it in the starter kit, because it's one that you need. I mean, when we start to see the bottle get a little bit low, I'm like, we got to make sure we have more Thieves. We always have this going on the bus to help kill germs. So we will diffuse it constantly. I will take it and put it right in my hands and breathe it in. We put this on the bottoms of our feet a lot. So putting oils on the bottoms of your feet is a very, very, very effective way to use your oils, because the pores on the bottoms of your feet are larger than the rest of your body. So from the time you put oils on the bottom of your feet, within 21 minutes, they've reached every single cell in your body and they will go to work. So if you're fighting something or you're not sure what it is or whatever, it doesn't matter. Just take your Thieves, mix it with a little bit of your carrier oil, and put it on the bottoms of your feet. If it's a cough or a chest thing, you can put Thieves right here on your chest with your carrier oil. This is just amazing. I can't say enough good about it. It's one of my other favorites, like they all are. All right, next up is Citrus Fresh. This is a beautiful oil, beautiful because of the packaging color and beautiful because of the blend of oils that is in this little guy. So this is a blend of orange, tangerine, mandarin, grapefruit, lemon, and spearmint. So overall, it's just an incredibly uplifting oil. This is a great one to diffuse. The reference guide here says that it may help enhance the feeling of well-being in children. And because many of the oils contained in this blend are strong antiseptics, it may work well for killing airborne bacteria. So this is a great one to just diffuse in your house overall, in general, every day. You can also add this to any of the oils. If you don't love the smell of a particular oil, but you need it because of the healing properties that are in that oil, then you can add a little bit of citrus fresh to whatever that is in your diffuser, and it will kind of help it, just smell a little bit better overall in general. But this is an incredible oil. You can put it in your drinking water. It says here that putting this in your water or whatever it is that you're drinking, it may help open the lymphatic system and stimulate the immune system. So this is also just an incredible healthy oil in general, to kind of keep you above the wellness line. Guys, this right here is the oil that made me a believer. Panawe. It is near and dear to my heart because I told you at the beginning of this video that one of the biggest reasons that I got into the oils was because of my occasional headaches, and they were tension headaches, come to find out. Can't imagine why, being in the music industry. But this oil, one of my friends actually let me borrow her bottle of this before I even ordered my starter kit. And I was like, I don't even know if these things are going to work. And she said, I don't have a great need for my bottle of Panawe, so why don't you take it with you for a few days and just see if it works. And so what I did was I would dilute this in my hand with a little bit of my carrier oil, and I would just put it at the second I started feeling a headache coming on. I would put it on my temples. The same thing that I said before with peppermint. I'd put it back behind my ears. I'd put it on the back of my neck. You can put it right here on the crown of your head. And I started doing that, and the difference was absolutely incredible for me. And if you have bad headaches, you know how bad they can be. And headaches were like ruling my life for a while. And so after a few days with this little bottle of goodness right here, I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure I'm a believer. And so I ordered my starter kit. The rest is history. But let me read you a little bit of a couple things about Panawe. It says here, in the reference guide, due to the aspirin-like properties of wintergreen, that's one of the oils in this blend. So again, Panawe. There is no Panawe tree. This is a blend of a couple of oils, and wintergreen is one of those oils. So it says, due to the aspirin-like properties of wintergreen and the powerful anti-inflammatory properties of the other oils in this blend, it will help to reduce pain. It also stimulates quicker healing by the induction of oxygen into the tissue site. So I don't know if you're a researcher like me. That may be way too much information. But what that means is I have a girlfriend who was struggling a couple of weeks ago with a stress fracture in her foot. She was in a boot, and she was in a lot of pain. And so we started applying Panawe every day, every morning and every night to her foot. She went into her doctor, and they said, this is healing so much quicker than we thought. So yay, you're on your way, or whatever. And it just it's easy to look at those situations and say, oh, it's just probably some kind of a fluke and her foot healed and whatever. But she called me and she said, I have no doubt that it's because of using the oils, and specifically Panawe. So after reading that, where it says right here in black and white that it will help stimulate quicker healing by the induction of oxygen into the tissue site, I was like, well, now I have no doubt that that's what helped heal your foot quicker. So it alleviates the symptoms of sciatica, relieves bone pain and the pain from arthritis and rheumatism. It promotes healthy circulation, and it can also help with sports injuries, sprains, muscle spasms, and bumps and bruises. So Panawe, when you pick up your Panawe, think pain. I like to think that somewhere along the way somebody might have made a typo and left the I out, and it was supposed to be Panawe. I'm totally making that up. But it helps me remember that Panawe is for anything pain related. It smells fantastic. So you're going to love it anyway. And you just get this baby out and put it on whatever. Topically is how we use this the most. So Panawe, 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 the oil that made me a believer. Next up is an oil blend called Raven. This was a new oil for me, and I used this a couple of weeks ago to help knock out a crazy respiratory thing that hit me. So Raven is also a blend of a couple of different oils. There's no Raven tree, but it is a blend of Ravensara oil, lemon, wintergreen, peppermint, and eucalyptus radiata. It is an absolute powerhouse for anything respiratory related, cough related. It's an amazing, amazing blend of oils. The reference guide says that the properties of the individual oils in this blend make it well suited to help alleviate the symptoms of tuberculosis and pneumonia. Hello. It is an amazing oil for upper respiratory problems and is especially useful for viral infections. It has also been very beneficial for alleviating the symptoms of asthma. So Raven, think respiratory. And I'm telling you from personal experience, this, right when we were getting ready to start our tour a couple of weeks ago, something hit me out of nowhere. It was just a few days before we were leaving. I was so frustrated that the timing of it, that it hit me right then. I was like, I have to sing. And so I carried this with me everywhere. I kept it on my throat and chest at all times. I had my husband help me rub it on my back and to get it on my lungs in the back, on my back. I put it in my hands and I would breathe it in aromatically, like pretty much every hour, because remember, one of the keys with oils is early and often. So if you are fighting something, get your oils out and keep them out and stay consistent with it, stay faithful with it. I put this in my hands, I breathed it in, I kept it in the diffuser going nonstop with my Thieves, and y'all, I fought off this crazy respiratory thing. I don't know if it was the flu or not. I didn't care. I was miserable, and I fought it off with nothing but my oils and my supplements from Young Living. So this is another huge one. Before that experience, I wouldn't have been able to tell you personally how I've used Raven, but I am a huge believer in this oil now. They're all my favorites, but I saved my favorite for last. This, ladies and gentlemen, is frankincense, aka my boyfriend Frank. This oil is absolutely amazing, and for more reasons than just me saying that it is, because we all know that frankincense was brought when baby Jesus was born. So as my husband says, if it was good enough for Jesus, then it's good enough for us. This oil is absolutely amazing. We call it the big guns around here. So my husband knows when I bust out the frankincense, that it's like, okay, this is serious. Whatever we're fighting or whatever we're trying to do here, she just busted out the frankincense. So this is big. You can take this oil and put it in a pill capsule if you are fighting a little something. So you can put it in a pill capsule with Thieves and lemon and lavender. I always add a little bit of frankincense. It is one of the most expensive oils, so I try to use it sparingly, but at the same time, I'm like, God gave it to us, and so I'm going to use it when I need it. So some of the other uses, though, that have been, that have stood the test of time for this oil: arthritis, asthma, brain injury, coma, concussion, confusion, coughs, depression, skin infections, inflammation, laryngitis, Lou Gehrig's disease, mental fatigue, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease, scarring, tumors, ulcers, warts, and wrinkles. Y'all, powerhouse, absolute powerhouse. Google this oil. There's a certain C word that I'm not allowed to say on here, but I want you to Google frankincense and orange oil together, and you will discover that there is a certain C word that this is absolutely amazing for. So one of the great things about frankincense is that it will help old cells die off faster and and regrow faster. So our bodies are constantly, dead cells are constantly dying off and new cells are growing in their place. Frankincense will help that process kind of move along faster. So that's why it's also such a great oil for your face, for your skin. I add a little bit of this oil to my moisturizer at night. I'll just put it in my hand with my moisturizer and just mix it all together and put it on my face. It's great for under your eyes, whatever it is that you want to do. Frankincense is an amazing oil for all kinds of different things, but also some of those really heavy hitting things that I just read off of that list. So The fact that Young Living includes this in the starter kit is the biggest blessing in the world to me. I think it shows how generous and kind they are, that they don't have to include this, because it is one of the most expensive oils that you can possibly get. And man, this is just an incredible oil to add to your life. Those are the oils. Those are the 10 oils that when we opened up this kit to begin with, they were all sitting right here. Now, what I want to show you is if you lift up, there's a little tab, you can kind of lift it up, and then there's another little thing you pull out. A lot of people don't realize this when they get their starter kits, that they have more goodies underneath here, okay? So, first and foremost, now what is included in the starter kit is a sample of Thieves Cleaner. You guys, oh my gosh. I know that all the oils were my favorites, but this Thieves Cleaner might be my favorite. It's all my favorite. But the reason that this is so incredible is because all you have to do, this is the concentrated version of Thieves Cleaner. All you do is take a capful of this. So this is 1 ounce. This right here, this sample will actually make you, depending on how strong you want it, you can get at least 2 or 3 spray bottles out of this sample right here. So what you do is you put that in a spray bottle, fill it the rest of the way up with water, and you can go to town cleaning your house completely chemical free, okay? Thieves Cleaner has been proven over and over and over. They've done all the scientific petri dish testing and scientific lab testing and all of that. It has been proven over and over to be just as effective as bleach, more effective than any of those cleaners that you're going to find in the store, but without the chemicals. So if you're anything like me, I used to get a headache when I was cleaning our house, and especially cleaning the bathrooms, right, girls? So when this was introduced to my life, I was honestly a little bit scared to use it, because I was like, is it really going to get my house as clean as I want it to be? Or do I still need to keep using bleach? Is it really going to work on windows and mirrors without leaving streaks? So I started using this in my kitchen, and I was like, all right, I'll incorporate it here and there. But I wouldn't use it on glass for the longest time. I don't know why. And then finally, I don't know if I ran out of Windex or what, but I finally said, okay, fine, I'll use Thieves Cleaner on my windows. I guess it was mirrors or something. And I loved it. That was it. I was like, what in the world took me so long? So this is an absolute game changer. You can like quite literally eat off of your counters by, you know, if you're spraying this, using this as your cleaner. There are 0 chemicals in this guy, but it is so extremely effective. I wish that every single restaurant in the world would clean with Thieves Cleaner, because when you walk in and you smell bleach, and it's just like, I'm glad that they're cleaning and I can smell that bleach. That's good, but how about without the chemicals around food, you know, places where we're going to be consuming food. So I'm so glad that they include this now in the premium starter kit, and this is going to absolutely become one of your favorites very, very quickly. Also under here are some samples. You know what? First, let me do this. Let's do this stress away. This is another, well, surprise, surprise, it's another one of my favorite oils. This comes, I've already changed this out, but this comes with one of the white tops, just like this. And what you do is you take that, pop that white top off. The starter kit comes with one, they call it a roller fitment, okay? It's going to come with this. So you take your stress away, take that little white top off, put this roller fitment on here, and kind of, you'll feel it kind of click. You're not really going to hear it, but you'll kind of feel it. And then you've got your roller right on your stress away. This is another blend of oils. So again, there's no stress away tree or plant. So this is a blend of several great calming oils, great stress oils. It is also a couple of the oils in this blend are great for inflammation. So when your body is stressed, or if your body is creating stress, then it can become very inflamed, sometimes internally, and you don't even realize that. So this is a great, great oil to keep that roller top on. And then I just take this and I'll do this in the mornings. Like I'll put it right here. I'll put it behind my ears. It is another good one for a headache because of the anti-inflammatory properties in some of these individual oils in this blend. It is great for headaches, so I'll put it wherever. It's also a great one just to it smells amazing. So I'll put it on my hands and I'll, inhale it internally. Again, once you start getting into a rhythm with how to use your oils, then you'll become more comfortable. And you're like, can I do that? Sure, absolutely. You can put some drops of this into a bath at night. You can roll this on the bottoms of your feet. You can put it on your chest if you're kind of struggling with a little bit of a cough. Mix it with some Thieves or whatever. This, I know they're all my favorite, but this is an amazing oil. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. So, but make sure to remember that it's underneath here. So a lot of times people will say, oh, I didn't get stress away with my kit. And I'm like, yes, you did. You got to go, you got to lift this little thing off and make sure to know. I always try to tell people that there's more goodies underneath here. And then the last thing I want to show you guys is these samples of an amazing drink called Ningxia Red. Okay, interesting name, but some amazingness in here that will change your life. The reason that it's called Ningxia Red, or a lot of my friends call it ninja juice, you can call it that too. My husband calls it ninja juice, but the reason it's called Ningxia Red is because the main ingredient in this drink is the wolfberry. And that wolfberry grows in the Ningxia province in China. Now, the Ningxia province is known as, there are places in the world that are kind of known as blue zones where people are living longer, the cancer rate is not nearly as high, and, blah, 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 on and on and on about how amazingly healthy they are. So, Gary Young, years ago, started studying the Ningxia province in China, and he realized, okay, they are consuming the main thing in their diet, one of the main things that they consume is wolfberries. So he created this drink that wolfberry is one of the main ingredients. But what this is amazing for is, 100 things. It's the highest antioxidant drink on the market. It's amazing for blood pressure. It's amazing for cholesterol. It is amazing for, it's very high in protein. It is very amazing for eye health, which I had no idea. But somebody challenged me a couple of years ago to look up all of the ingredients in this drink. And I started looking them up individually and realizing, okay, this is good for that and that's good for that. And one of the things that I saw was that it's good for eye pressure. And my husband has that pre-glaucoma. It's very common. A lot of people have that. And so he started drinking this regularly. And when we went in to have his eyes checked the last time, his eye pressure had gone down. So I was an absolute, if I wasn't a believer before then, I'm a believer now. It's also amazing just for natural energy, fiber, like a bunch of things that we don't get in our, regular American diet. A shot of this every day will, I'm not kidding you when I tell you, it will change your life. Go online and Google this as well, Ningxia Red. Hope y'all can see that, Ningxia Red, or just type in Young Living Ningxia Red and just read a little bit about it. It is absolutely incredible. So they include 2 of these little packets. They're 2 ounces each. You can buy more of them, and these little packets are great for travel, or it will come in a bottle, like a glass bottle, kind of like a wine bottle, if you want to get the bottle. So either way, this little drink it's a powerhouse. The last thing that I haven't covered yet, oh my goodness, it's only my favorite thing in the world, is the diffuser. I know I've mentioned it a couple of times, but that is the Desert Mist diffuser. Now what Young Living has allowed you to do is choose your own diffuser. So this starter kit with this diffuser is $160. You can choose a different diffuser. Those are different prices, but the base price with this diffuser is $160 plus tax and shipping, okay? But this diffuser is absolutely amazing. It changes colors. There are 3 different settings on it. I keep this one by my bed, and we diffuse every single night. It is absolutely glorious. The light also turns completely off. So I remember the very first time I started the diffuser and the light was on, and I was like, oh, please tell me that this light will turn off, because I need it completely dark in my room. But some people love that light. There's a blue light that's very relaxing. There's a purple light. It's just, and also this particular diffuser has a candle, like a flicker option. It's so cool. So at night, we'll do that a lot. I also have one of these diffusers in our kitchen, and so I'll put that little candle flicker thing on at night, and it's just absolutely wonderful. So that is everything that is going to come in your Young Living Premium Starter Kit. The last thing that I want to tell you is that once you order your starter kit, you will then have a wholesale membership with Young Living, okay? Now, do not let that freak you out. A lot of people think, is this some kind of thing where I'm going to have to order something every month? No, not at all. You can, and if you do, there are some amazing benefits. Young Living will send you freebies, etc., etc., etc. But when you're just getting started, I always want people to understand that once you order your starter kit, your wholesale membership with Young Living works just like Sam's or Costco, okay? You can use that discount whenever you want. If you never used it again, then it would just expire at the end of a year, just like Sam's or Costco. However, as soon as you get your oils, you are going to be in love, and you're going to want to use that wholesale membership, okay? So it's going to come in major handy down the road once you start using these oils, and you're going to be like, okay, I want to branch out and try this oil or that oil, or I need more Thieves, or I need more Frankincense, or whatever it is. I'm going to put the link to order this starter kit, because if you're anything like me, as soon as this was all explained to me, I was like, boom, where do I get this amazingness? Okay. So it will totally change so many things about the way that you tackle issues in your life, the way that you tackle sniffles or seasonal difficulties or occasional headaches or certain types of pain here and there. It's just going to change so much for you. So I'm so excited. I cannot recommend this starter kit enough. But part of my reason for making this video was to show you, a lot of times when you hear about a direct sales company offering a starter kit, I automatically think, are they just going to send me a bunch of samples of things that I really can't use, or it's just going to be these like little tiny, samples that aren't really going to do me any good. So the reason that I want to show you physically here on this video, like what you're going to get, you are going to get actual physical bottles of oil. It's like over $400 worth of stuff for $160. And so that is why I took the time to make this video, that to show you guys that you are just getting a lot of amazingness. It's very generous on the part of Young Living. And I truly believe that it's because they know that if they can get these oils in your hands, you are going to experience the benefits. You are going to experience the life change that happens when you start eliminating toxins and eliminating chemicals from your life. And so I love that they've made it very affordable to get started using oils. So this is the Everyday Oil Collection. It totally takes the guesswork out of where to get started, how to get started. Once you order your premium starter kit, that is going to show up for me, and here's what I'm going to do for you. I am going to send you an amazing welcome packet that's going to have some roller bottles in it. It's going to have one of these bottles in it for your carrier oil, as well as a bunch of other amazing goodies that I can't tell you right now. You can always get in touch with me through my website, KarynWilliams.com. You have to spell my name with a Y, Karyn. So KarynWilliams.com. I am on Instagram at Karyn Williams. I am on Facebook. Karyn Williams Music, I believe, is how to find me there. And I will post the link to order this starter kit. Or if you go on the Young Living website, if you lose this link or can't find it again or whatever, write this number down. It's 193-2636, okay? And you can go on youngliving.com, click on Become a Member, and then when it asks you who recommended you or who explained the oils to you, I forget exactly how it says it on the website, you just put in my number, 193-2636, and that will put your membership right under mine, okay? Now, what's going to happen from there is if you're on Facebook, then connect with me on Facebook, and I will add you to our online community in Facebook. It's called Oil & Co. It's an amazing oily family with people from all walks of their oily journey. Okay, so there are people just starting out. There are people in there who have been using the oils for years, and that is your safe place to ask questions, to read all kinds of information, and it's just a place where you are going to be loved. We always say we're just, once you're in there, we are going to love the heck out of you. Okay, and so we're really excited for you to start on this journey, to become a part of our online community, and to just see your life completely changed in so many different ways through this amazing company and through these amazing oils that God gave us these plants. And I'm thankful for a company like Young Living who has treated those plants with care and with respect enough to make these amazing oils that have changed my life, and they're going to change yours. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. You know that I absolutely love you. I'm so excited excited for you to get going on your oily journey. I would not be sharing this if this wasn't something that has changed my life enough to take the time to make this video. So I always kind of say that following Jesus was the best decision I ever made. The second best decision I ever made was marrying my husband, Brian. And the third best decision I ever made was ordering my premium starter kit from Young Living. And I don't say that to be funny or to take that lightly. I really do mean that. These oils have helped us to eliminate toxins from our home. They've helped us tackle things in a different way, a better way than just continuing to fill our bodies with more and more chemicals. So I'm so excited for you to get going on your oily journey. I hope this video has explained everything in a really easy but informative way. Get in touch with me with any questions that you have. You are never, ever, ever bothering me. People always say, I'm so sorry, I didn't want to bother you. Get in touch, please, 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 because I would rather you be educated. I would rather help you on your oily journey. So find the link, get in touch with any questions, and get going on your oily journey, and know that I love you so, so much, and I will talk to you soon. Mwah! See you later.